getting used to the new part.
Okay, we are rolling. No tapping on the table. And don't forget, I'm just here so I don't get fined. Right? And we. Now, we'll do the regular after that. See? So, we are...
You're here on Catch Your Vibes Radio with VJ Lord Kingston McKinney with the one and only Kendrick.
I'm just here so I don't get fined.
Oh, man.
Fantastic. All right, sir.
Carl, you got to say his group name too.
Hold on, I'm letting him get into that though. Once he break it in, then once he touch the group name, then I'm like, okay, so the group that you have, and I'm jumping those questions.
What's this guy doing here?
But he's just in the background taking pictures. That's the man.
Now, I don't know if you leaned in because of that deal.
Yeah.
Okay, but you were not going to have to.
Yeah.
Okay, so no tapping, and we're all set, still rolling, and
What's your last
a little
name?
high energy.
Dial, like the song.
Okay.
A little high energy. Hey, it's Kyle with God did that, and today we're talking too.
Hi, today on Catch Your Vibes Radio, you're here with VJ Lord Kingston with Kendrick Dow.
What's going on, man? How you doing?
Man, I'm hanging in here, man. Nice to meet you, man. Chopping it up. I see we both got dressed.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
A little something I decided to do after I got out the Navy.
Oh, you was in the Navy. Tell us a little bit about that.
Yeah, I did like 9 years in the Navy. I was a radar technician for a little bit. Then I was a substance abuse counselor, and that's what kind of helped me make my transition out. And actually, so I have a band called the Lyrical Groove. Been together for about 4 years now. We're actually having a CD release this coming Friday at the House of Blues, along with Mimi Zulu, Jay Fast and the Brother Burns, Solar Blaze, and so definitely come on out and have a good time with us. And I started out in the spoken word community, and then what eventually happened was I recognized I had a love for music, so I wanted to blend the two in terms of spoken word and music, and that's how I kind of developed my band.
And how many players is in the band?
So it's myself on lyrics. I sing a little bit. I also have a vocalist that sings with me, and then we have bass, keys, drum, and guitar.
Those are the instruments you guys use?
Yes.
Okay. And how long have you been singing?
I've been doing spoken word for about 10 plus years now. I actually help co-host a venue called Elevated every first and third Thursday in North Park at Queen Bee's. So definitely come check us out. Hop on the open mic. But we've been, like I said...
I'm sorry, can you give the address for that place?
Oh, yes. It's Queen Bee's in North Park. I don't know his exact street address right now, but we'll get it for you. And like I said, so we've been together for about 4 years. I've been doing poetry about 10 to 12 years. I was also like a MC host of different venues and stuff like that, and that's when I kind of realized I really had a love for the live musicianship and putting the performance together. So when I had the opportunity to actually get a live band and start doing events around San Diego, it really just kind of it hit for us. And so I remember we did a gig at it's called the Marrow now, but it used to be called the Ruby Room. Shout out to Shiloh. And we did it, and it was a real good vibe. Like the people started dancing and everything, and my drummer GK and my keyboardist Mike, we all just kind of like looked at each other and was like, wow, like
I made it.
Yeah, like oh, they really digging it. And so at that point we decided to say, let's just see how far we can take this. And ever since then we've connected with a good bunch of folks like Mimi Zulu, Solar Blaze, in terms of forming the Basement Collective and doing a lot of different venues and events, arts around San Diego. We actually got nominated and won San Diego Music Award as well.
Wow.
And so
how did that make you feel?
It was crazy because we surely didn't expect it. We hadn't been around too long, and San Diego has a lot of great musical talent, and so we were just kind of happy to be considered. And then when we actually won, we was floored, like we couldn't believe it. So we just kind of riding off that wave and continuing what we do.
Man, I'm gonna tell you, keep on doing what you're doing because it looked like it's been working for you guys, and
right.
Maybe we can have you and the band come here and do a live performance on Catch Your Vibes Radio.
That's up.
Do you have any siblings or anyone else in the music, or some of your influence?
Actually, not really from a family perspective. I was actually just back. I'm from Dallas, so if you hear Lil Twain come out, that's what that is. So I was just back there, and I realized how much my upbringing kind of influenced my musical traits, because I used to be an usher boy at church.
Yeah, I grew up in the church.
And so I was like, I used to stand at the door right there by the band. So like every Sunday, I'm hearing the whole band. I'm seeing the choir director get up and direct, and I'm hearing, you know, these amazing singers in the choir get up and sing every Sunday. And when I went back home this last time, it really hit me how much that influences what I do today. And even though I didn't have, like, I don't play any instrument per se, as a songwriter, I hear melodies and different things like that, and I always kind of consider myself a conductor or the director when it comes to the band. So I put all that together.
So do you write songs for yourself, or do you write songs for other people also?
I mainly write from a very personal perspective, because I see the artistry as something I'm doing for myself to kind of help me deal. Like, I'm not one of those people that be like, oh, I don't listen to myself. No, I listen to myself. I drive in the car and listen to myself because I made that message for me. Or sometimes I have an 8-year-old daughter, and so I wrote a song for her called Strong Woman. And I recognize that other people also appreciate those messages, and so that's one of the things that just encourages me to kind of keep doing and you know, being vulnerable as a writer and as a performer, and keep doing it.
And I heard you just said you have a daughter. How many kids do you have?
Oh, just one, bro.
Just one?
Just one. Hey, one's enough. That's the one.
Just
one's
one?
enough. Yeah.
And that song that you wrote, it was for her?
Yeah, it's called Strong Woman, and initially it started out as somewhat of like a nursery rhyme in terms of how I sung it, and then I kind of was able to kind of rework it a little bit and just kind of add, when we added the band, it just added a whole nother level to it. And so that's actually probably one of my favorite songs, because now she'll walk around the house, and or when sometimes she gets frustrated and stuff like that, like we'll sit down and I'll have her sing the song, and it kind of soothes her.
Oh, wow. Yeah. Wow, that's amazing. That's amazing. Yeah. So, you know, if anyone want to get in contact with you or the band, how do we go about doing that?
Well, we're very accessible online. You can catch us at lyricalgroove.com. We are on Twitter, SoundCloud, Reverb Nation, Instagram at The Lyrical Groove or Lyrical Groove. And we also have a mobile app, so you can download the mobile app at your smartphone, at your app store. Just search Lyrical Groove by your phone guy, and then download it. And you can actually, we're streaming the album, the new album, via the app. Oh, the mobile app. So it's exclusive, so you got to get the app.
And we're definitely going to be in the building. Catch Your Vibes will definitely be there. And you heard it, VJ Lord King Akini here on Catch Your Vibes Radio with the one and only
Kendrick Dowell of the Lyrical Groove.
You heard it.
Peace out.